History is full of fascinating characters, but some historical figures had strange secrets you wouldn't believe. In this video, we're revealing the top 10 strange facts about historical figures, from odd habits to surprising stories that will change how you see the past. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss fascinating facts that bring history to life in a whole new way. Let's get started. 10. Napoleon Bonaparte was afraid of cats. Napoleon, who conquered much of Europe and terrified kings, was ironically terrified of cats. Despite his battlefield bravery, he would break into a cold sweat or flee if a cat appeared. His officers kept cats away from his quarters. It's striking that a fearless emperor could be undone by a small, purring animal. 9. Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey as America's national bird. Though the bald eagle is America's symbol, Benjamin Franklin disliked it, calling it a bird of bad moral character for stealing food. He preferred the turkey, praising its courage and honesty as a true native bird. Franklin believed the turkey better represented American values like hard work and self-reliance. His idea was rejected, but ironically, Americans honor his choice every Thanksgiving. 8. Cleopatra wasn't actually Egyptian. Cleopatra VI, one of Egypt's most famous queens, was actually Macedonian Greek, from the Ptolemaic dynasty that ruled after Alexander the Great. Unlike her ancestors, she learned Egyptian and spoke 9 languages. Known more for her intelligence and politics than beauty, the seductive image of Cleopatra is mostly a later Roman myth. 7. Albert Einstein never wore socks. Einstein, the genius who changed how we see space and time, had a lifelong dislike of socks. He found them uncomfortable and pointless, often going sockless even at formal events. His wife Elsa eventually gave up trying to get him to wear them. Despite his brilliance, he ignored basic footwear norms, showing that even great minds have quirky habits. 6. Winston Churchill was born in a ladies' bathroom. The future Prime Minister of Britain entered the world in the most undignified location imaginable. During a ball at Blenheim Palace in 1874, Churchill's mother went into premature labor and couldn't make it to a proper room. She gave birth to Winston in a ladies' cloakroom, essentially a fancy bathroom of the era. This inauspicious beginning seemed to set the tone for Churchill's unconventional life. He would later joke about his unusual birthplace, though he was sensitive about the circumstances throughout his life. The room where he was born became a point of curiosity for visitors to Blenheim Palace. Churchill's dramatic entrance into the world perhaps foreshadowed his flair for the dramatic and his ability to make the best of difficult situations, qualities that would serve Britain well during its darkest hours. 5. Nikola Tesla was obsessed with the number 3. The genius inventor who gave us alternating current and wireless technology had an extreme obsession with the number 3 that bordered on compulsive behavior. Tesla would walk around buildings 3 times before entering, required exactly 18 napkins at meals, divisible by 3, and calculated the cubic contents of everything he ate and drank. He would only stay in hotel rooms with numbers divisible by 3 and counted his steps wherever he walked, ensuring the total was divisible by 3. If he couldn't achieve this, he would walk around the block until he got the right number. Tesla believed the number 3 held special significance in the universe, and that it was key to understanding cosmic secrets. His obsession extended to his work, where he often incorporated patterns of 3 into his inventions and experiments. This mathematical fixation was just one of many peculiar behaviors that marked Tesla as one of history's most brilliant but eccentric minds. 4. Mozart had an obsession with scatological humor. The composer who created some of the most beautiful music in human history had a juvenile fascination with bathroom humor that would make a middle schooler blush. Mozart wrote numerous letters filled with crude jokes about bodily functions, and even composed actual musical pieces with scatological themes. His piece, Leck mich an Arsch, translates to something unprintable that involves kissing body parts. This wasn't just teenage rebellion. Mozart maintained this crude sense of humor throughout his adult life, even writing dirty jokes to his wife and family members. His letters are filled with references to excrement, farting, and other bodily functions that he found endlessly amusing. This contrast between his sublime musical genius and his bathroom humor obsession shows that even the greatest artists are complex, contradictory human beings with embarrassing quirks. 3. Theodore Roosevelt was legally blind in one eye. America's most macho president, known for his speak softly and carry a big stick philosophy, was secretly dealing with severe vision problems that he hid from the public. During a boxing match in the White House in 1908, Roosevelt took a punch that detached his left retina, leaving him nearly blind in that eye. He kept this disability secret for the rest of his political career, fearing it would make him appear weak. Roosevelt continued his outdoor adventures, big game hunting, and political campaigns while essentially half-blind. He compensated by tilting his head to use his good eye effectively and became expert at hiding his disability. Even his family and close friends were often unaware of the extent of his vision loss. This tough-as-nails president who charged up San Juan Hill and explored uncharted rivers was doing it all while dealing with a significant physical handicap that would have sidelined most people. 2. Leonardo da Vinci wrote backwards. The ultimate Renaissance man had a peculiar writing habit that has puzzled scholars for centuries. Leonardo wrote most of his notes in mirror script, from right to left, requiring a mirror to read them properly. This wasn't just showing off, it was his natural way of writing. As a left-handed person, writing backwards prevented him from smudging the ink as his hand moved across the page. However, Leonardo could write normally when needed, suggesting his mirror writing was a deliberate choice rather than a limitation. Some theories suggest he used this technique to keep his ideas secret from prying eyes, making his notebooks appear like coded messages. His backwards writing extended to his sketches and scientific observations, creating thousands of pages that look like ancient encrypted texts. This unique habit adds another layer of mystery to history's most enigmatic genius. 1. Abraham Lincoln was a skilled wrestler. Before becoming the great emancipator, young Abraham Lincoln was known throughout Illinois as an incredible wrestler who reportedly lost only one match out of about 300. Standing 6'4", with long, powerful arms and legs, Lincoln dominated opponents with his reach and strength. He would challenge groups of men, taking on multiple opponents at once and usually winning. His wrestling reputation was so legendary that it helped establish his credibility in rough frontier communities, where physical prowess mattered as much as intelligence. Lincoln used his wrestling skills strategically, challenging political opponents to matches and using victories to build his reputation. One famous story tells of Lincoln grabbing a heckler by the neck and seat of his pants and throwing him several feet away. This physical dominance, combined with his sharp wit and intelligence, made Lincoln a formidable presence long before he ever entered politics. And that's a wrap on the top 10 strange facts about historical figures, proof that even the most famous people had some truly unexpected sides. Which fact surprised you the most? Share it in the comments. We love hearing your reactions. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more captivating history stories and facts. Catch you in the next one.